Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, all the other peeps from the cult, we are back into, I don't know how to call this tournament. It's Global StarCraft 2 Cup Qualifier, I guess that's what it's called. Well, for short, I will call it GSC qualifier, but basically it's qualifier in between the DeVoid people, DeVoid peeps, which have played the weeklies, and there's top 8 invitational, and we are at the grand finals. We are at the best of 5 between two best players today that we have seen a lot, and they have played a lot, and it's actually really late night from them, I believe. So let's get on to it. We are looking at the main base of the Terran player, ClickMan, which is playing here on the pink colors on the left bottom corner on White Rabbit, and he is facing the Zerg player in the yellow colors on the top right corner, Undertaker. The first game is taking place on White Rabbit and Ladder Edition. We had a little bit of like these server differences thingies. I believe this might work out because we are just going for the Central America. The rules are weird what they are, but they should definitely think about it. And yeah, the organizers, that is, but we will leave it up to them. But now we are going to look at this game, at this matchup, the best of 5. Yeah, the Undertaker actually is from Korea, so not Korea, Taiwan, sorry, my bad. He's from Taiwan, so he is right now, I believe, 4 a.m. in the morning, and ClickMan is, I believe, middle Russia somewhere, so he's 3 a.m., so they have like 1 or 2 hour difference between each other actually. So they might actually be more convenient in playing somewhere else, but yeah, we'll see. Well, the ClickMan opened with the Reaper, the Undertaker opened with 8 Lings. They're trying to catch each other out. There they are. There is a surround for the Reaper mans, and the Lings are arriving here at the natural of the ClickMan. The Overlord hides himself onto the pillar by hold position, and the Lings are eating away and delaying the natural from going up. The Marine saved himself in this third base position. I believe, yeah, that's one SCV going down, and there is the other one which is running away and is gonna go down, and these Lings are eating away the wall of here. Meanwhile, we have barracks with building reactor, and there is a factory which is producing Hellion right now, starport, and 3 Lings which are eating away the natural orbital command. Meanwhile, third base is done. Roach Warren here for the Zerg is open. The Hellion is scaring or shooing the Lings away. The barracks are switched with the factory for the reactor, and much more Hellions are being provided here for the Terran player. Tech Lab is building the attachment of choice for the starport, which might lead into Banshee harassment, and 3 Hellions are sent over the map to harass the natural of the Zerg player. The Lings are hidden here in the third base position. The Hellions are closing in. Well, yeah, that's a cloaked Banshees which are going to come up. The cloaking in fields is researching, and the Banshee is being provided. Well, there is no defensive units right now. There's 6 roaches on the production, but that's 6 drones already cooked, and 10 of them more are joining in the party. Well, now there is not any more 3 Hellions. There's only 1 left basically right now, but that's 12 drones down the drain for the Zerg player. Yeah, he's droning back up. This Hellion might actually shoot 3 shots, which is enough to kill a couple more drones, and that's 1 actually going down, and the roaches are actually picking up the pace to go for the counter attack, and that is together 6 roaches counter-attacking. There are 3 Hellions awaiting 2 of them. The Banshee is intercepting 2 more of them, Well, one Hellion goes down to the Roach Power. There is nothing much actually defending the base right now, so these SCVs are left for the food for the roaches, but two more Hellions are arriving, and these two are actually going to the opposite side of the map. The roaches are here on the ramp. I believe all the SCVs were evacuated. I don't know where exactly. But yeah, the command center here, the orbital command, is burning for sure. It was repaired by the SCV, but now the roaches are pretty much delaying the repairs as much as possible. But all of the roaches have gone down. Yeah, I believe all the SCVs were called upstairs to be saved exactly, and like 4 of them just were going down. Yeah, the transition is going to be a couple of spores here at each base, one spore per base plus 1 at the front, and the spire is being made. There is 5 roaches on the backup, and there is the 4th base, which technically is scouted by the Banshees. The roach speed is being researched right now, and there is also the speed for the Banshees. So there's Banshee number 3. Actually, Hellions managed the run by, which I did miss. The roaches are trying to intercept the Hellions. That's 5 drones down, and actually 6. And more of them are going to join in. That's 7 drones down. The Banshees did deny the 4th base. Was it cancelled? Unfortunately not. Unfortunately for Zerg player, the 4th wasn't cancelled. The Hellions were enough distraction for him not to be able to cancel it down. And yeah, the Terran player is actually going for the 3rd base. He's making more Banshees. And yeah, it looks like there's 3 factories, 2 with the tech lab, 1 with the reactor, and 2 more joining in, which means that once again it's gonna be the mech play. Meanwhile, on the opposite side we have +1 weapons, the air weapons being researched, and that's 8 Mutalisks joining the party. The scan, I don't think, is hitting the spire, so no idea that the spire exists still. For the now the Terran player knows that the Mutas are there, that the spire exists, that there is actual Muta power here. The NG bay has been started only now here for the Terran player, so no missile turrets. There is a little time gap, which Mutas actually can do some damage. That's actually 12 drones going down from the Zerg player. 1 Muta is sent to deal with this Banshee. There is 16 drones going down and some more on the table for the Banshee, but Mutas have arrived over here. There is a couple of Cyclones, 4 of them specifically, and now the decision is to run away or not. Decision is to actually run away here from the Zerg player, which is sad. His Mutalisk force unfortunately did not succeed much. This Banshee is working on the stuff. There is 1 more joining in, so that's 2 Banshees. Still do not see any overseers. Yep, some of them are morphed in. The Overlord speed is being researched right now, and obviously the mech upgrades, the Blue Flame and the Locon upgrades, are joining in. That's 5 drones more down the drain. It's been 43 drones lost for the Zerg player and only 10 SCVs down for the Terran player. So basically, even though the Zerg player is in advantage, like 72 workers, still there is a lot more damage done by the Terran over here. The Cyclones and Hellions are arriving, and the game is called, and the ClickMan takes game number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back. We have game number 2 in the grand finals of GSC qualifier sort of thingy, DeVoid in-house tournament top 8 invitational. You need something shorter, definitely. Like 40 FPS. Okay, This is game number 2. We changed the servers to have more convenient for the both players, because you are looking at the main base of Undertaker. He's from Taiwan, and he is playing Zerg as a yellow colors here on left bottom corner of Tourmaline Ladder Edition, and he's playing against ClickMan, which is a pink colored Terran player here on the right top corner. Yeah, he took game number 1, and the game was unplayable for both parties, and the Undertaker was dropping out of the tournament, like he was giving a walkover. He didn't want to play it anymore, understandably so, and it was a similar experience for both parties. So we kind of found that the Asian actually is the server that we are coming to Korea, and we are sorting the stuff out. And look at this. Look at this. Looks like everything is going smoothly so far for the guys. Sandstorm, which is the other person which is commentating, you can find his stream link in the pinned comment here, is like commentating separately thing, and he's having 40 FPS. Well, for me, I don't know, I will check soon. For me it's 70 FPS, so I'm good. I'm good. Even though my connection is like 291 ms pingy, but still FPS is good as a spectator, so there you go. Like, I don't have the highest quality of things, but there you go. So it was the Reaper opener here from the Terran player. He's blocking the 1/3, but the Undertaker is taking the other third. Let me adjust the sound just a little bit. I think it's too loud for here. And there is not 8 links, it's actually 4 links here for the Zerg player, so it might have been that the Undertaker yeah, but 70 frames per second is actually good. It's like 60 is really good. The 30 is shit, so the Sandstorm has 40 of them, so he's like somewhere in between the 30-40, which is okay. But 60 is actually good, even with the 300 ms pingy, but it's fine. Anyways, yeah, the Undertaker was going for 4 links this time, not for the 8. Which is something different. He might have chosen to go for 8 just so he can do some damage with those links, because he was having the issue of being a little bit behind in the like lag issue in the ping. Okay, but this is completely different game probably, and they probably feel a lot better on this one. So the Zerglings did expect the Hellions to run out, and then did go for a backstab, successfully so. It's lagging for me a little bit, so respect that that's gonna happen now and then, but we are not dropping, so that's cool. At least not so far. So as when the units are going to be like maxed out, then we are going to have trouble. Anyways, the Hellions were denied, but they still got 5 drones on the way. But there is a big Ling flood. It's not big, actually, it's like 20 links here, but that's reasonable. The Overlord is scouting. What's the information here? There's 4 Hellions waiting for those links. Meanwhile, the Undertaker is going for spores at each base. He's going for lair. And the links did find the Hellions here. They did intercept, they did catch them out, and they did kill them pretty much. So that's 4 Hellions going down. Here comes the links. And they are cooked pretty much. So far the trades have been pretty equal on both sides of the table. It's 2 SCVs to 5 drones. So first game the Terran did take because he was killing like 43 drones from the Zerg player. That's insane amount, and yeah, the game was unplayable, at least according to the Undertaker. So we made the adjustments, and maybe now it is something different for them. We'll ask them after the game how they feel. But there comes the 3 Hellions running by, and meanwhile the Zerglings are running into the natural. Looks like once again the ClickMan is going, the Terran player going for the mech approach. He has the third factory finishing up. He's providing the Hellions over here, and some of them are cooking, like the backstab of the Lings and backstab of Hellions trades equally. 7 SCVs for 7 drones. And there is the Banshee already arriving. Well, the Spire is not started yet, now it's only started. That Banshee did get a couple of more drone kills. That's 3 more drones down for the Zerg player over here. I will remind you that in Taiwan right now I believe it's 4 AM or half past 4 AM. And I believe where the ClickMan is, he's having like 2 hours less. It's like, or maybe 1, so it could be very little difference for these guys. Anyways, the Banshee is tapping out, and instead the Hellions are sent in for the aggression. There are no roaches here, unfortunately. That's gonna mean a lot more drones that are going to be cooked. It's 4 drones, 6 drones going down, and 8 drones at the end. Well, the Lings surround, the Spire is finishing. There is the 4th base here from the Undertaker, from the Zerg player. And meanwhile the Terran is doing what he did best. He gone for the Cyclone upgrade, for the Hellion Blue Flame upgrade, and the Banshees are getting the movement speed upgrade for them. The Hyper Rotors, no 3rd base so far, that Zerg is confirming. And he's actually starting 1-1 for the Lings, and getting 1+1 for the Mutas. For the Mutas, yes, and actually dropping down the Hydralisk then too, and going for 6 Mutas right now on the back of it. There's also Baneling's Nest being built, so that's quite insane amount of stuff. The Blue Flame is being finished for the Hellions. The Banshees are AFK here for a bit, but the Mutas are flying to the other side of the map, and might reveal themselves to the Terran player. Well, the Terran actually has finished the engineering bay this time. The Banshees are coming from this side. The transfuse is being used. The Queens are hunting down for Banshees, successfully getting them down. And here comes the Mutas in. They are stopped by the missile turret, and I believe that's attack being halted for the Zerg player here. Unfortunately, he doesn't know that there was nothing in the main, in the natural. Well, now there is, sorry, too late for me. Well, the Hydras are tapped out, and they are replaced by the Mutas are tapped out, and they are replaced by the Hydras. No, they are not. It's actually 13 Hydras over here, and they are going to try to fight the missile turret. That's 1 missile turret down, couple of dronies down, some Cyclones being called out, and there is a big mech army pushing here onto the 4th base, while Mutas are making harassment here in the middle. There is a big push here on the 4th base. The 4th base has been denied completely. There is revealed the 6th base, the 5th base here for the Zerg player, and Mutas are coming to help Hydras to clear up the units. Hydras do not have the speed upgrade, but the Mutas are having the +1 here, and they are going for that. The 4th base is being retaken. The mini-map is lagging for me, but everything on screen is running pretty smoothly, so I hope everything is fine for that. Oh, there is a lot of Lings. The 1-1 has finished. The speed is being finished for the Hydras. There is +2 started. The Bane speed is started. There is scan going down, but that's insane Zerg force over here, which army-wise is doubling on the amount that Terran has. And the economy here for Zerg is like 6 bases. I believe like 3 of them mining, actually, only, but still that's something. Zerg is going for Infestation Pit, Lurker Dance, so he can evolve his Hydras. And there is Banshee arriving here at the, I believe, 6th base location. The Spore has been denied, and a couple of drones are going to go down. The mech force is poking in the middle of it, I believe the mutas are being sent here, but there is no overseer over here that could spot the invisible units, so that muta force is pretty much running without any reason right now. There comes the main mech force in the middle, so the Banshee will keep working on this 6th base, and the Cyclones are taking down the 5th base in the middle map. They got surrounded by the Link Hydra force, and all the mech army has been cleared up basically, so the army supply is doubling here for the Zerg. It should be going for counterattack, which it will be. I guess the Banshee was called back or destroyed by something. Didn't spot that, but Lings are in the mineral lane of the 3rd base. The mutas are trying their best to deal with Hellions and Cyclones over here, and Hydras are slowly trickling in. Actually, some of them were turned into lurkers, and that will be huge anchor point, and GG's called by the ClickMan, and Undertaker takes game number 2 and ties up the series. Let's jump into game number 3. Alrighty then, welcome back to the grand finals of GSC qualifier, and we are at the game number 3 of the grand finals, which I just said that we are watching the grand finals, and it's between these two guys. On the right bottom corner on Winter Madness Ladder Edition we have Terran player in pink colors called ClickMan, and on the top left corner playing the Zerg in the yellow colors we have Undertaker. I should have those thingies, you know, which can update the names with all the color schemes and codes and whatnot. If we go professional, you know, we might work on that, or we might ask some production to do that, but unfortunately because we changed the servers quite a bit, we had to come down to this kind of solution, and just believe me, this is Undertaker, the yellow one, and the pink one is ClickMan. Just believe me, build this on trust. Anyways, Terran player is opening with a supply depot into barracks, and he is going for factory instantly, so that's not a natural command center being built. That's actually going to be a reactor and then supply depot, so he will try to go for fast Hellions, and he's sending out the Marine to deny the scouting overlord. There it is, that's the force meeting. There are no pillars, and there is actually pillar over here on the map, but technically the overlord must save himself on the upper ground, which could be possible, and then then when the Marine is baited upstairs here, then run off the ground. That's very good micro from the Zerg player over here. Meanwhile, the barracks is being switched for the factory, and the first 2 Hellions are on the way. There is factory number 2 being made, and the barracks are going to land to go for the tech lab, which means that once again we will have mech play from the ClickMan. Meanwhile, the supply, the spawning pool has finished. There is the speed being researched, and actually there is 8 lings already out. It's actually 12 already out, and they are actually going for the attack. They have Baneling's nest. Their Baneling nest is being built on behind of this, so it could be Bane bust into the main base from the Zerg player over here. The Hellions have found their way towards the natural base here of the Zerg player, and the Lings are finding 2 more Hellions over here. Well, this is very dangerous because without speed they are not able to catch those Hellions out. Well, these Hellions are freely allowed to kill drones. In the main base the speed has finished, so now the Hellions will be caught out. And these ones were repelled, but there is 1 Cyclone over here, so more Lings are now going over the map. The wall off is reinforced with the barracks, but there is something missing over here. The Lings are finding out that there is nothing over here. There is 4 Hellions. The Lings will be turned into Banes. It's actually 4 Hellions and 1 Cyclone, which is quite impressive force. The Ling force, if those were not morphing into the Banes, could be actually able to catch it out. But now all the Lings were denied. The Banes are denied by the Hellions, unfortunately here for the Zerg player. And yeah, that's it for the Bane bust, unfortunately here for the Zerg player. This SCV is repairing the supply depot. There is 6 Hellions and 1 Cyclone going out over the map right now. The Terran is researching plus the Blue Flame, researching the Cyclone lock-on upgrade, and yeah, the Lings are running around. There is pack of Lings to surround the force from behind. So there is force from the front, from behind. The mech army has been caught up. 1 Hellion goes down. Cyclone is almost going down, but the Hellions survive, and there is no more army force basically for the Zerg player over here. He's dependent on splitting his drones, which pretty much 8 of them, 9 of them has gone down, and the Lings are trying to do their best to catch up. And there is more and more force being built here by the Terran player. So that's 4 more Hellions and 2 more Cyclones going towards him. And they have Blue Flame and lock-on ability. Well, that's gonna be painful. Yeah, the Lings are pretty much baked instantly, and GG's called. The ClickMan takes game number 3, and we are jumping into game number 4. Okie dokies. Alrighty then, we are back in the game number 4 of the 5 games, of the best of 5 games between these two guys in the grand finals. And we are looking at main base of Undertaker, which is the yellow Zerg player here on the left bottom corner of the Old Republic Ladder Edition. And on the top right corner, against him we have Terran player ClickMan, which is playing the pink colored pieces. So yeah, the previous game, well, the strategy from the ClickMan didn't change. He was going once again for the free factories, for the pretty fast actually free factories. So he was going for the quick Hellion run, and the Zerg player was thinking that he's going to be able to Bane bust him out. Unfortunately that didn't work out, since the Hellions are pretty good and the Banes are usually lining up when they are slowly marching and wobbling towards the walls. So it was pretty insane. So we're gonna see what kind of strategy will the Undertaker pick this time to actually overcome the obstacles. And looks like the ClickMan is going to open exactly the same way as previous game. So he's starting with Marine, that will deny the scouting overlords, and then there will be reactor on the barracks while the Marine is hunting out for the overlord. Nope, there is a reactor, and then it's gonna be switched with the factory. Well, the overlord is trying to avoid the Marine, and I think it's successfully doing so. Nope, the attention were paid. Does the ClickMan doesn't have the vision? I guess he doesn't have the vision. He doesn't see the overlord. He barely misses it all the time. He should have seen it if he paid attention, but I guess he's too busy with his main base right now, and he's building factory number 2 here on the ramp, and the overlord from the Zerg player is sitting here in the between and seeing the information. Well, what is the Zerg doing? He has 4 Lings at the home for defense. He's droning up, he's going for speed, so this time is more passive without going the aggressive 8 Lings. And doesn't look like he is right now thinking about going for the for the Bane Bust. Yep, he's building Roach Warren right now, which is quite a good call, knowing that the opponent is going to have mech. The Overlord, I believe that's a third Overlord which was on the map, was spotted by the Marine, and trying to deny it didn't happen. 2 Hellions are coming in. They can deny the creep tumors if they want to. Unfortunately, no success in that one. There are 3 queens here. They will not be fast enough to actually defend the drones, so that's 2 drones down, but the Lings are going to catch out the Hellions, and that's 4 drones down for Zerg player. Well, they are pretty fast replaced, but yeah, the Terran is already going for Blue Flame upgrade for the Hellions. He has 4 more Hellions back at the home. He has Cyclone, and he has the tech labs for both factories. He is fully walling off here with the 3 factories and producing the units. He just need to lower those supply depots, and he's going for stuff. Well, the Overlord has scouted the situation. The evolution chamber is being built to have semi-wall off. There is roach speed being researched. 2 queens are fully walling off the natural from being accessed. 4 overlords are being made. That's fully saturated natural actually with the 3 gases, and there is +1 ranged being researched right now. Well, the queens open the gate, the scan happens, and almost was able to slip in per se. And actually is the blue flame, I guess, was waited for the blue flame. When that finishes, there are 4 roaches in the production tub right now, and the Hellions are inside with the blue flame. That's 2 drones, 3 drones down, maybe 4. And yep, the attack has been halted. The barracks are flying in to confirm the information to scout. We have 3 cyclones and 4 Hellions for the wave number 3. There is no natural expansion for Terran. This is 1 base all-in sort of way. There is roach speed and there is +1 ranged attack. Well, technically the lair is finished. I would say that the Zerg player needs to build the infestation pit right now to get the fungals out, to get the infestors out. The Zerg is dropping down the third. The third is cancelled successfully. It was denied by the Terran player. The drone is killed by the cyclones. The roaches have the speed. Yeah, actually the Zerg is going for tunneling close and burrow. That's 5 freaking cyclones over here. Yeah, that's... yeah, it really needs the fungals to catch down. Like, imagine 1 great fungal over here would catch all this army down. The roaches could be able to finish it. The Roach Warden is denied with all its upgrade going on. So basically Terran player is seeing that there is a roach speed, so the other upgrade could have been the tunneling claws, but the burrow is still happening, so Zerg could be catching out the mech army here with a burrow. So it's burrowed roaches, and then the Zerg army goes past them, and then once that happens, it's goodbye and good night. Well, there is a bunch of lanes running out for the sandwich, which would be really good catch. Unfortunately, that's spotted here by reinforcing army, and yep, the lings are now running out as much as possible away. It could have been great sandwich. Well, the lings are burrowed. The question is there going to be scan used to reveal them? There is 1 more orbital. Now there's command center in the natural for Terran player, and it's building the natural. There is bigger roach massing and ling massing happening here. Oh, there is burrowed lings also over here. These lings unfortunately were spotted, and the third is again denied once again. The burrowing the lings somewhere where scan could be landing, it's quite dangerous. This drone is trying to hide out the third, but that's not gonna be happening. Yeah, that's denied without cancel, so that's really unfortunate for the Zerg player here. Well, Terran is just harassing the Zerg here immensely, I would say. The barracks are on fire. which means that once they burn down, there is nothing that can be built as production building pretty much outside of barracks for the Terran players, so that could be something. Yeah, and the Zerg is restarting the tunneling claws upgrade. Some little group of Hellions and Cyclones are being sent out, while the bigger group is left behind. The army supply is technically in favor for the Zerg, but practically the difference is insane. Well, the barracks will be shot down by Queen. Drone, I think the drone was seen, but we'll see. Here comes the Unburrow, and that's a big sandwich on the Terran army. The Lings, there's not enough Lings to actually trap them down, but slow them down enough actually to shoot down some of the army here. And the Roaches are burrowed. And burrowed once again. Technically, the Zerg is trying to squeeze out either the scan or just regenerate some Roaches. There will be tunneling claws soon out that will allow the Roaches to move under the ground, slowly creep towards. There we go. That's some of them already on the way. The infestation pit is coming up. The third base is almost done here for the Zerg. He managed to sneak one drone out to do such things, to make such things. And there is actually Raven out, which is spotting the Roaches coming out. And that's one unit basically that counters the whole strategy. I don't know how expensive it is, but that just pretty much killed 200 investment for the Zerg. That could have been really effective just with that one unit from the tech lab. And there is Banshees coming also from the same building, so that's gonna be some air units which Roaches unfortunately are not able to deal with. Well, infestation pit is done for sure. Infestors could be good use, but those are expensive units. Meanwhile, we have Fusion Core, we have Starport number 2 with the Tech Lab, which means that there is Battlecruiser transition. After Raven, after one Banshee, we have Battlecruiser transition. There is the Banshee. There are no defenses for the air units at all here from the Zerg player. And yeah, oh, some Roaches actually with the tunneling claws have entered the natural base for the Terran player. So that's a couple of SCVs going down, but unfortunately that's gonna be denied really fast here by the Terran player. And the Banshee is still here, making work on all the drones. It's like 7 drones down, Queen down, and it's having free reign on the third base. There are 2 infestors joining in the party, which is really good, but there is no anti-air units, there is no Hydra, then no Spire. Pretty much the Zerg has forgotten that such could be the opportunities for the Terran player. I believe once those BCs will be teleported to the main base, it's gonna be GG called instantly, I think, from Undertaker, and I don't want it to happen, but it feels like it, and I feel that that could be the case. Well, the Infestor is joining in over here. It will try to catch out the army, the mech army. Well, they have the burrow, so basically they could be used as the sharks here. There is a planetary morphing in, but that's denied. The Infestors are here. Yes, there is a little bit of lag, but it's okay for me. I don't know where the battle cruisers are hidden. There is one teleported into the main base. There is a Spire being built. Interesting. Was the mech army captured out? I don't know. This Zerg, like, he's trying to decide should he move in or should he not move in. I believe his infestors were focused down, so the Cyclones will be able to kite him throughout the main base like forever, for the eternity. Actually, the siege tanks are being built here as a response for the Roach attack. Yeah, one of the factories have gone down. The GG is called, and ClickMan takes game number 4, and therefore he wins the whole tournament. GG's, congratulations.